The second stop of the Red Bull Cliff Diving Series brings the divers to the southeastern tip of Mexico, where the pace of life slows down, the sun is nearly always shining, and the beaches are never far away. The historic ruins of Chichen Itza and Mayan life add a mystical and even spiritual framework to this warm and exotic location. Yucatan, Mexico sits all the way in the southeastern corner of the country, a peninsula that juts into the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. The area is known not only as a tourist destination, but as a rich treasure of archaeological wonders from Mayan civilization. In addition, there are over 3,000 underground caverns and pools, in Spanish called cenotes, part of a vast subterranean network of waterways. The Mayans considered these pools of water to be sacred and magical. Today, the best cliff divers in the world will plunge into the Cenote Iquil, less than 2 miles from the ruins of Chichen Itza, a perfectly round, well-typed cavern open at the top, which is nearly 100 feet above the water surface, water that also reaches a depth of more than 100 feet. Adding to this surreal natural setting, the divers will have to time their leaps to avoid both the birds that make their home along the cavern walls, as well as the fish that swim below. For the divers, this is cliff diving in its most basic and natural form. As they prepare for the experience, let's look back at what happened in the opening tour competition. High above the cold Atlantic waters in La Rochelle, France, and before nearly 50,000 spectators, Gary Hunt won the opening event by successfully hitting his most difficult dive, with 4 twists and 3 somersaults. Beating out last year's champion, Orlando Duque of Colombia, Hunt will be the favorite again in Mexico, as his dive has the highest degree of difficulty in the competition. Challenging Hunt once more will be Duque of Colombia, and Artem Silchenko of Russia, who just missed the podium in France. Former cliff diver Joey Zuber has more from inside the cenote here in Mexico.